Did you ever investigate to see if there was any other any of these directed energy experiments taking place at mass levels?
I didn't need to because of something happened over there. That doesn't conclude what happened here. I'm looking at what happened here.
Yeah, but if you want to buy this house, the real estate agent's going to look at the surrounding houses to get a comp to see how much this house is worth. It's called comps. So if I got a case like this, they'll say, you know, this reminds me of the Roe v. Wade. This reminds me of such and such case. This reminds me of such and such case. Why do they do that?
This is a physical phenomenon. This is a physical phenomenon. You can't argue about this.
So this has never happened before.
Maybe it has. And there's like I say, there's other places I could question, but there's so much information about this one. I know what happened with this one. You know, and there's characteristics that you start, you know, seeing that you would recognize again. Like if you understand what happened at the World Trade Center, and then you look at the Pentagon, you go, oh, I've seen that before. I didn't need to investigate the Pentagon so much, but there's not as much information available because it's, you know, a secure location. But with the World Trade Center, because they had this public document, this NIST report and so forth, it had to be public, the information.
So I just went online and I typed, what is that, Rob?
That's the Pentagon on 9/11.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, it has the questions of its own, but I didn't need to get into other stuff.
Let's stay on 9/11. So when I look at, so I typed in, how many movies have used directed energy weapons before in the past? Just movies. Because sometimes the way I see movies is, movies are,
predictive programming?
Yeah, 30 years before, right? Typically before something happens, they'll drop it in movies and they'll get us ready to say, this is coming soon, relax, it's going to be okay. Oh shit, 30 years later, we're going to make robots, you're going to own them $10,000 to $30,000, you're going to be fine. All right, I got 72 robots as employees now. Hey, Johnny. Hi, Rob. How are you? What's your day looking like? You know, and then we're just, they told us in movies, iRobots, this is coming, so it's finally here. So
there's actually one that somebody sent me a link to where, I don't know what it was called, not Pink Panther, but something like that, where they used gizmos that dustified a building.
Oh, trust me, I've seen them in movies. So there you go. So you have one with Star Wars, iconic blaster, Death Star super laser, okay, kind of cool. Star Trek has phasers as DEWs, okay. The Day Earth Stood Still, Klaatu's robot Gort uses a disintegration beam. War of the Worlds, there's a new one as well that they did 20 years ago, but Martian heat rays devastate cities. Fantastic Voyage 66 laser scalpel used inside a human body. Flash Gordon and Tron use beams as weapons. Ghostbusters, proton packs as quasi-DEW. Then you got Independence Day, alien ships fire massive city-destroying beams. Starship Troopers, plasma weapons and interstellar combat. Fifth Element, energy rifles, and alien tech. I mean, you can see in movies these things have been used. And if they've been used in movies, I believe this exists. I don't think this is like something that's out of the ordinary. So I'm not speculating that they exist.
Would you believe it's top secret?
Could be. I do.
The response I got back from the directed energy director, it kind of was hinting that way, like we're not going to talk about it. It's just like, I don't know, we don't do that.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that because if
they can't disclose it.
I know they can't disclose it, but to me, if there's 8.5 months it took to clean up 1.8 million tons of rubble and steel, and they needed 40,000 workers to clean it up, where is the dustification?
So you're assuming it's a normal site. You're assuming it's a normal site with normal debris.
What's an abnormal site?
If people spent that long cleaning it up,
yeah,
what are they cleaning up? I've got photos from the afternoon.
1.8 million tons of rubble and steel and...
No, they calculate what went into building the buildings. That's the ingredients of what went into the buildings. So they say, well, we hauled out that much debris. Mm-hmm. I want to see a receipt for it. There isn't any. And I saw pictures on 9/11 on West Street there, dust that tall. There's no junk. You could essentially drive your vehicle down.
So you don't believe there was 8.5 months of 40,000 people volunteering to clean up all the...
Oh, they were doing stuff. Yeah, they were like the bucket brigade and whatnot. But it wasn't that much material being taken out. There's a lot of dirt going out.
You think it was just dirt?
No,
Can you
there's
find a
there's
clip
actually
of
some
what they were
ballpoint pens
cleaning
in
up?
it.
I'm actually now you got me curious. Clips of workers cleaning up World Trade Center. Do you have any clips of it, of them doing
There
that?
was bucket brigades taking stuff out carefully in case there was a body in there. Let's see if I can find.
If you type in like 9/11 cleanup, is there 9/11 click? Here's one I just found, Rob. Is that okay? So that's 9/11 cleanup. What is that? That's not dust. If you want to look at that, Dr. Judy.
Yeah, that's not 110 stories worth of material.
So what do you think it is?
Think of a game of pickup sticks, where you have a pile there, and if they're really standing up, and you try to make them look like they're more, but.
So you think they're manipulating
Okay,
us?
this picture is right after 9/11.
Let me see it.
That one over there, and that's ground level. That's the plaza in that globe that was in the middle of the plaza.
Okay.
There's some holes in the ground, but that's the patio level of the plaza.
Okay, so what was the temperature when all this stuff was coming down?
Actually, folks who were running through it said the dust was actually cooler than ambient temperature. It burned like acid burns, but it was cooler than ambient temperature, which I thought was kind of weird.
Okay,
A
so
lot of strange, and this is a good one. Where did Building 4 go? That's one of my favorite ones. It went AWOL. It's gone, and the level right underneath it where the mall was is still intact. Roadrunner survived. There was a Warner Brothers store there with Roadrunner in it. It didn't get crushed.
I want to know who built that structure, right? That's who I want to hire. That's,
Right.
so what's this, Rob? What do you have here? That's Roadrunner?
Well, that's the remaining wing of the north part of Building 4. Here's Building 4 here, and where my finger shows, that's what you're seeing. Is just that block above
That
there.
guy.
Yeah, that's just this part, but this whole part went missing.
Okay.
The large part, and that's what you see here where I dashed it in.
What things could make those things go missing?
A tornado.
A tornado.
Yeah. Another thing I like to point out is static electricity was discovered in the year 600 BC.
Okay.
So we're told in our books. But do you believe it took them 2,400 more years to discover electricity? How many times was it discovered and undiscovered and whatnot? And still, we don't really learn about what tornadoes are as a general public. But obviously, it isn't just like a vacuum cleaner. There's a different kind of process, electromagnetic process going on.
Nowadays, more than ever, the brand you wear reflects and represents who you are. So for us, if you wear a Future Looks Bright hat or a Valuetainment gear, you're telling the world, I'm optimistic. I'm excited about what's going to be happening, but you're a free thinker. You question things. You like debate. And by the way, last year, 120,000 people got a piece of Future Looks Bright gear with Valuetainment. We have so many new things. The cufflinks are here. New Future Looks Bright. This is my favorite, the green one. Just yesterday, somebody placed an order for 100 of these. If you watch the PBD podcast, you got a bunch to choose from. White ones, black ones. If you smoke cigars and you come to our cigar lounge, we have this high quality lighter cutter and a holder for the cigars. We got sweaters with the Valuetainment logo on it. We got mugs. We got a bunch of different things. But if you believe the future looks bright, if you follow our content and what we represent with Valuetainment, with PBD Podcast, go to vtmerch.com. And by the way, if you order right now, there's going to be a special VT gift inside just for you. So again, go to vtmerch.com, place your order, tell the world that you believe the future looks bright. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.